bigger things that I see in this industry is people that just, they have the wrong. What's going on, everyone? So, before I get into detail about this car, I just wanted to tell everybody thank you. The last 2 episodes have been podcast type deals. The feedback that we've been getting is awesome. Steve has a day-to-day job, so this week he's doing his thing. He's busy with work, so I'm going to focus on one of the cars that is behind me. And I just wanted to say the feedback, the comments, the questions we're getting, and people just being interactive with us, whether it be, I had one comment that said, hey, you got to let Steve talk a little bit more, or the last video we did was on catch can setups, which I'll link down below. I got to get a little bit more in depth in that. We didn't talk back and forth as much as I wanted to. So the good news is there's going to be more podcast videos coming up, and it's kind of going to be separate from this, but that's about it. I just wanted to go into detail, some quick little notes that I had, and just more so to thank everyone out there that watches and or listens now, and thanks for being interactive. As far as everything else goes, keep an eye out, watch these videos. I think last podcast we talked about, or the podcast beforehand, how we got the tuning stuff we're doing as far as training and schooling goes. We're also going to be doing an engine build course as well. So if it's something that you're interested in getting into, more so if you're like a do-it-yourselfer, or even if you're, know nothing about cars but you want to get into it, might be something up your alley. So that being said, let's get into the car behind me. So here it is. I don't know if I did any videos on this car. I think I did one. It was a somewhat of a video. It wasn't a full video, full feature. 1995 Acura Integra that is rocking our Street Series turbo kit. And one thing I want to get into as I talk and mention everything, we have and we sell everything that you see in this aspect. And yes, our website is not full of inventory because it takes some time to build it, which we're actually looking for help on that. So if anybody is watching this, keeping in mind when this video is actually posted, so if you're watching this 5 years from now, we may not be, we already might have filled that spot. But going back to that, everything you see here, we sell. And as I get a little bit more in detail of this setup, one of the bigger things that I see in this industry is people that just, they have the wrong information, and or they were led to believe something, whether they went on the internet and did a quick search and maybe they found a post from 12 years ago and just maybe didn't look at the date. And of course stuff changes with the time. Or you always got to watch what you're reading and who you're listening to, because you don't know what's on the other side of the screen. So this kit, going into detail, is geared towards exactly what it sounds, a street setup. Now we know his goals and we know his power. And right now, well, we know his budget. We knew his budget. We went slightly over the budget, and I actually covered that out of my pocket expense because we want it to be 100%. If we went over 100 or 200 bucks, no big deal. That's how I've always ran my business. Now, with that being said, there's something as simple as the injectors in this car. Now, so many people, just speaking of injectors, do not realize that injectors don't make or add any additional power. They support the power you're already making. So we do get a lot of guys that come in with incorrectly sized injectors, either way too big or way too small. And after you start talking to them more so about the power goals and the long-term goals, it's just, hey, either they purchased them wrong, or, we've seen it in the past where, You know, if a shop had a set of injectors on the shelf for maybe 2 years and they're trying to unload them, that's my only reasoning on some of this stuff. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. What you have to remember in this industry is you have your people that are just looking to make a quick buck, and then you have your people that, as I said earlier, we went a slight bit over his budget, and that came out of my pocket. Now, you know, I can't do that for every single car, and every car is going to be different, so don't be knocking on, you know, the door and being, hey, man, can we do this and that? You know, it's not about that. He got a lot of stuff done, and what you don't see in the picture, too, is he's got a new clutch and flywheel we did. New intake manifold we also did, which is not part of the turbo kit in general. A brand new radiator, which, this is the other thing, we utilize his stock fan. And why I'm mentioning this is because a lot of guys think the stock fan is garbage, and the problem is guys and girls and whatever are buying fans, slim fans, and they're just cheap, no-name type fans, or it's a company with a rebadged name, but it's the same kind of fan, and they don't have a fan shroud. The fan shroud is a huge part of the equation when trying to cool down your radiator. So we use this radiator fan for that specific reason, and you see how everything fits nicely. It is a tight fit, and it does look like it is going to rub, but it doesn't. There's some clearance. There's always the option, too, later on, we can coat everything. You know, if the car goes down, let's say for the winter time, and that would be a prime time to do, we do hot ceramic coating, which actually is great. Not only does it keep the heat out of the engine bay, a lot of people don't realize that it actually helps performance and efficiency when you trap the heat in there and everything to flow better in the exhaust. Let's see what else. Intercooler piping, everything is fabricated here. Intercooler piping, the blow-off valve is a Turbo Smart blow-off valve. Now, you might see from time to time, we have different blow-off valves on the car, and we have specific companies that we like to use. Tile being one of them as well, but stock is a big thing, and companies are still facing troubles since the whole shutdown and whatnot. So Mitsumoto intercooler, vibrant couplers. This is actually our catch can setup too. So at one point we did label it for K series because that's what we designed it around, but we started seeing more and more that it can be used for anything. And this is literally an off-the-shelf kit. So our tech went and picked it up off our shelf that we have in stock, and he installed it. Now, as far as the insulation goes, you're kind of cramped in this engine bay. Yes, we could have put it over here, but you see all his wiring stuff, and you know he can maybe take care of that if he wants to. We didn't want it flopping around, and we feel like it's really clean. Yes, it is. It gets close to the. Look down here how it's tucked away in the bumper. It gets somewhat close to the tire, but it's not going to hit. The lines actually have some good clearance, and they're tucked up against the frame. The catch can is actually getting vented to the back of the block, and it does, if you go on our podcast last week, it has a vent on the top, so it is a catch can and not just an oil separator. Really nice kit. I like how the lines came out and how my tech did it on this instance, is that the right word? So we got that. And what I'm going to do too, because a lot of people don't realize, as I said, our website needs to be updated and whatnot, but everything, as I said in the picture, we sell. It's got a Honda map sensor, but I'm trying not to leave anything out of play. The funny thing is we sell the ECU, which is inside the car. I'll be right back. Here's our S300 ECU setup. And the funny thing is, if you buy one of these ECUs, and everything's going to be linked down below, we actually include a free base map to start it up. And why I said it was funny was, as the tech picked it up off the shelf, he came to me. We have like a little sheet that you fill out with base map info. He came to me with the sheet, and he said, this is what I need. I need a base map for it. And I loaded it on. He walked over here, and the car started right up. And that's one of those things too, because we do get some phone calls and, hey, I didn't see it on your website. I didn't know that you sold it. Yes, we sell anything and everything that you see in any of our videos, we sell. If, you know, the biggest thing is we stand by our products. We stand by the companies that sell those products. So if we're having an issue with a company, and let's say it's a clear fault of that company, you know, there's not an in-between, there's not a, hey, it could be this and that, clear fault, and the company doesn't want to own up to it, then we simply, we'll talk to the company. There'll be some back and forth, but we pull them from the website, and we pull them off completely out of our store as well. We've done it before. We've had to do it a couple times. We actually have bigger name companies that will come to us and, hey, you know, why don't you sell this and this? And we tell them the problem, and usually what will happen is they'll say, hey, we'll look into it, we'll take care of it, or this and that, and they never do. And it's a continued problem. And, you know, you might know some companies that I might be speaking of. And it's just something that I will not have. I've never, ever sold anything here just for pure profit. And then there's some big companies out there that a lot of guys push and promote because they make a good profit margin. And, you know, that's one of those things too. Every now and then these companies will come up and well, you're going to make a good amount of money if you sell it though. And it's like, I don't care. It might sound weird, but I don't care about just making money. It's about giving the customer everything that I would put on my own vehicle. This is our turbo. This is actually a little bit of a smaller turbo than we normally would run on these cars, but it's going to fit his build perfectly. And that's what it's all about. Our turbo setups are customized around your power goals. What else am I forgetting here? Anything? Precision wastegate. There you go. It's got, of course, as I said, we made the downpipe here as well. It's got our stainless line. We didn't make the intake manifold. That would be skunk too, of course. And if you're not familiar, the GSRs have a very, 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 not the most performance type intake manifold. So that was one of the things too that I said, hey, we should upgrade it. And he listened. We're going to need some new engine mounts. He knows that. That did not fall right now into his budget, which is fine. You know, we told him to take it easy when it leaves here. But that's it in a nutshell. Now, after we build it on this side, it's going to go over to the dyno, and I'm going to tune it, which is going to happen fairly soon. And I'll get some video footage in the next video because I plan on releasing this. Underneath the car too, he already had an exhaust system, so we mated everything. Car doesn't need a wash, and the windshield is cracked, but you know, this is going to be a real nice sleeper setup. Hopefully down the road which we also do powder coating on the valve cover, hopefully he gets this powder coated so it will be the whole one like bling factor. Open the hood and boom. Besides that, it's a straightforward setup. It's just, you know, as I tell people, it's all quality parts that I back and feel 100% confident in putting on my own car. I know that the setup's gonna make the power that we need to make. And we were talking too a little bit about doing E85, doing 93. You know, right now with how it's set up, E85 definitely has a lot of pros as opposed to cons, and a lot of people, that's the other thing too, a lot of people do not realize, and I'm not, sorry that I'm trying to keep the camera going around instead of just looking at my face. We could flip it around. Not a lot of people realize the benefits of running E85, not just for power either. And that's the thing, you know, we'll every now and then, or whenever, I'll get a phone call or a message. You know, I just want to run E85 because I know it makes more power. But yeah, you know, it does. There's a reason why. But the other benefits too. It's safer. It runs cooler. The internal temps. You know, there's a lot of, and the stigma is going away. But when E85 first came out, there was a lot of guys on the internet just pumping the misinformation out left and right. And, you know, I think that ultimately came down to people who were just either uneducated or they were just scared of something new. And So yeah, I think that's about it. I'm gonna flip the camera around. I think and if that's the other thing too that we're gonna be doing in the tuning classes here, we're gonna go into depth about E85. We're gonna have a whole little, either add-on course, or right now what I'm trying to do is we're gonna do like a beginning intro, and that will work you up to the next level. And of course, if you already know and you don't need the intro, then you'll be at the level 1 or whatever you want to call it. I don't know the names yet. But going back to this, the other thing too that I did forget to mention, when you're doing a turbo kit here, one of the first things we do is a leak down and a compression test, because that ultimately is going to tell us how healthy the motor is. And if the leak down numbers and the compression test come out bad, we tell the customer we shouldn't turbo it. Ultimately, it's his, if he wants to turbo it and he knows if there's a possibility of it wanting to let go, if a customer wants to, then we'll fulfill his needs. But the other thing I was just saying is that compression and leak down test is 100% free if you then go through the turbo kit. So it's kind of a reassurance, and you might not see that a lot or get that a lot as we with other shops or whatever. But as I was stating, our best interest here, my best interest since day one of opening my business, which now we're going on 22 years roughly, is always to look at your best interest. And that's just how it is. So as I'm wrapping up this video, there's not too much action that's going to be going on. I would like to have it on the dyno, and I usually do dyno videos like this, or I usually do videos like this while it's on the dyno. I need to get another video out. We've been super slammed, but you guys keep telling me you want more videos, and you guys also, the feedback that I'm getting with, hey, I learned a lot from such and such video, or I didn't know this and I thought I might have, and you made it clear. That stuff motivates me. I'm very happy to hear that stuff, so keep the feedback in the comments. If it's something you enjoyed this video, share it. Send it to some people so we can grow our channel. Besides that, I'll have some links down below. I'll at least include that ECU. I can include the manifold. I can include the catch can setup. But if you need anything, feel free to hit us up. We are on Facebook at RC AutoWorks. We are on, of course, YouTube, where you can comment down below. You can email us, rcautoworks@gmail.com. And my biggest thing is I tell people, don't feel like you're going to ask a stupid question. Don't feel, I get this a lot, like, hey man, I hate to bug you. It's not a bug. We do this day in and day out, and this is our job. Our job is to answer questions and inform customers. And of course, I do get every now and then, hey, can you give me a hookup on parts? Come up with a good proposal. And remember, when you're asking for hookup on parts, it's a two-way street, two-way road. I don't get these parts for free. I have to make money to purchase these parts. The support is what we're looking for. You continue to support us. You continue to buy part A and part B from us, and then you're looking for something else, or maybe a little help on price. Maybe you're struggling. I understand. And I definitely listen to your stories, and we help as much as we possibly can. So with that being said, I think this one is a wrap. The next video, I should have some dyno footage of it, and we'll go from there. Appreciate everybody. Thanks for watching.